Hi friends, welcome or welcome back. So we're gonna go in and do my plan with me. Well, it's more of my spending tracker. I keep track of it all week long on just a regular piece of paper, and then on Sundays I'm gonna come into my Hobonichi week free. I used to do this back in March. I want to say it was the last time I did it. Yeah. So I haven't done it since April 13th was the last time I did it. But because I am trying to save, we are going on a small little 4-day weekend trip in October. I got to save for our pellets. I got to save for Christmas. And then next September, we're going to do a trip. So I got to start saving and stop spending. So this is going to start keeping me accountable. I am going to go through and get my dates down. I did stop my Husband and Chuck Girls subscription, so I do still get my Wrong collections or subscription. Actually, I think that I want to say that comes out tomorrow on Monday. Pretty sure that's when it comes out for the next 6 months, which I like that they do it 6 months at a time and it's in advance. I can plan for that, and that way I don't have to worry about that payment coming out every month. And then I just have to worry about it every 6 months. And then my subscriptions automatically come. And we are on the 8th. And I figured this would be the easiest way to do it at the end of the week, instead of trying to just decorate at the beginning of the week and then come in on Sunday. Because I kind of do that with my other planner. So like if anything comes up during the week, I will come in to my my Sterling ink. I've been looking into the Stologies. It is pouring out. Hold on one second. It's been pouring here all day and storming, and my dog hates it when it does that. But anyways, so my Sterling ink, if anything comes up during the week, I kind of come in on Sundays and get that filled out. Some weeks I don't. Like, I'm a little behind in that, but I always jot down like what I do during the week on sticky notes, and then I stick it in here, and then that way I have it. When we get the kit, it comes in, there's a book of stickers and planner stickers, and then a whole roll of PET tape and a pen. I take it all off and I put it in these reusable sticker release books. So what I'm thinking about doing is down here on the bottom, we're going to use this. You will be able to see it a little bit through this sticker, but that's okay. There's that one, and then I'm going to use this one on the other side, but I think I'm going to do half of it, and then that way I can use other stickers on the bottom there. Actually, this might even look good over here. That writing. Okay. So I didn't do so hot with my spending this week, but then again, I'm just starting on trying to curb my spending. I need to stop buying lottery tickets. That's my problem. And then I did pay quite a few bills. Like anytime I have like PayPal, ShopPay, or Klarna, those are like previous shopping that I did, and I know they say that that is not good, and I understand that, but sometimes I like to shop. Office, I did mail out my Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal. That one went out to Germany, so that one was a little pricey compared to the other ones that I have sent. Usually they're like $5.75. This one was almost $49, but I knew getting into an international group that it was going to be a bit more when they got sent overseas. And I don't know, like her journal was a bit big, and that could have been a factor, but I don't normally like ship stuff overseas, to be honest. But I didn't mind because I wanted to join in, and it is such a great group of ladies. They're all so kind. Stop spending money on the Google games that I am bad about. My earbud keeps wanting to come out. I figured that would be easiest to try and like block out my husband. He likes to get a little loud on his games. And then I will do a little total of all of the spending over here. And then today was payday. Let's get a sticker and write that in. I did start paying some of the bills tonight, or this day, once the check hit the bank. His actual payday is Thursdays, but it goes in early. And honestly, I don't mind that. And then I had a nail appointment, and my girl is going to be going out to have her beautiful baby girl. So excited for her. Okay, so Wednesday was a bigger day of paying bills. So I spent money at. I do have to on the 13th, or no, on the 12th. I do have to add another thing on there. But, so how's everybody's weekend been? Yesterday I had to work. One of my customers were supposed to come in and sign their contract, but they did not. I had gone in early just to get that contract ready, but that's okay. Shockingly, for as nice as it was, I only had one person come in. Granted, we haven't had too many nice weekends, so people are probably out enjoying the weather. Plus, there's been a lot of garage sale weekends happening around, and there was a big garage sale weekend going on in Hewelton, which is a town near me. Me and my husband actually went on Friday, and we only went to one place. It was a barn sale, and this guy had so many cool things, very old things. I ended up buying a vintage camera. I love vintage cameras. When I find them in good or semi-good condition, I love it when they're in great condition, and this camera was in great condition, and I was scared to see how much he was going to charge for it, because it was in such good condition. And I will, I'm going to do like a haul video of all the papers, and I'll show the camera. And I think my husband got like a box for his hunting ammo. I don't know if I can say that on here, but yeah, I found some really cool stuff to use for, I'm going to be making a homemade journal, so I'm going to do a video of that this week. But yeah, he had some really cool stuff. He had a lot of like gas signs and old gas pumps, and I thought that was really cool. I can't remember the brand of the camera, but it was in a case, a leather case, and it had like all the lenses and everything. So I guess he will, if he's home, we can stop by. He told us if we ever want to get one of the signs, because we did want to get one of the signs for the garage for my husband, but the sign was like this big, and he was asking almost $300 for it. But I don't know if my husband would even buy it for that price, because it was very tiny to be asking that much for it. I am going to come in and do some decor, but I just want to get all this down. So Friday, 103. Okay, so I gotta change that, because I actually keep this in my little notebook that I carry in my bag. So I just want to change that real quick. I had to get gas. Oh my god, $90. And I actually stopped at $90. Probably would have cost me more. Probably like $95 to fill up my truck. I'd like to know how much I'm actually spending on gas. And it was $4.39 a gallon. I mean, it's been worse. Our gas actually went down, so. And then gaming was, sometimes I like to buy myself some coins on my games, but I don't like game on like gaming consoles, like PlayStation or computers or anything like that. I don't get into those kind of games. I actually do a lot of the gaming on Fetch, and like we needed some stuff for our bee business, Sweet Bees Apiary, and we needed a couple of buckets, and then we needed some sticker paper for our labels, and I just needed a few things. And I had $100 that I could get in Amazon cards from playing these games. So I did that, and I used those towards those purchases. We needed like the tamper seals for our jars, and I'd rather try and use my Amazon cards for that. We are not tax exempt, so I still have to pay my taxes on that. I know taxes next year are going to be kind of a headache for me, because I do the taxes for like me, my son, and my mom. I do all of our taxes, and I'm going to have to do our taxes for the business, so I'm very meticulous on keeping all of the receipts. So I have a binder, and I keep everything like it actually, I did this. I had to register, or well, I didn't have to register it, but I had to publish our LLC in the newspaper this week, and that was like $230, but it runs in 2 papers for 6 weeks, so that was good. I did do a Walmart pickup order yesterday. I mean, I still had to go in because I had to pick up my scripts, but in and out, got my scripts, didn't buy anything else. That's how I stop myself from buying things at Walmart, is I do pickup orders, but I do not have them pick my fruits, vegetables, or meat. Anything that's in a box or a can or anything like that, they can pick out for me. Because I have come to the conclusion that they do not check dates, and I have had milk expire the very next day. I've had spoiled fruit with mold all over it. Amazon, that was for the belt for the zero-turn lawnmower. Our zero-turn lawnmower is a 1996 that we bought from Facebook Marketplace when we moved here for $1,000. And my husband has been keeping that thing going until we can save the money for a new one. It's broken down on us a couple of times, but he just buys the parts. It's getting a little bit harder to find the parts, so I am going to start putting money away for that. It's just been a little bit of a struggle right now because my sales are down, but that's because I had taken off almost 2 months for my surgery, but they're starting to pick back up, and that's okay. I knew having that surgery, my sales were going to be a little down this year. I just want to note that this was food, and these were my meds. And then today is a big fat 0. $5.25. And so far on Monday, do know that I'm going to be spending $6.70 right off the bat, and that is a truck payment. I was going to go to Save-A-Lot or Aldi this morning, but it's pouring. And I don't like grocery shopping when it's pouring. I don't like, especially like Aldi's or Save-A-Lot, you got to bag your own groceries there. I mean, you do too. Anywhere in New York, you have to bag your own groceries. Because we do not do plastic bags anymore. All right, so now that we got all that done, I need a calculator because I want to add up all of this. I don't keep track of the money that my husband spends because he gets a set amount, I get a set amount, and then the rest is in the checking account. So the total for this week is, let me write that on this paper over here. So he gets a set amount for his coffee and his gas, and I get a set amount for my coffee and my gas and then my nails. And then the rest is like in the checking account, or, you know, like if I needed it for the post office, like if he needs it for his Steam games, it's there and stuff like that. So let's see what we want to do for decor. I'm probably going to just use one of these guys. I did have to cut this one down, so I know I'm going to have to cut one of these guys down. These are not my sticky scissors. I have my other sticky scissors. So I've been printing off a lot of printables. I don't even know if they're printables, but I get them off Pinterest, and I use them like, let me see if I have any. So I get a big sheet. I print an 8x11 sheet. Like, these are all movies, and they're just paper. They're not stickers. I'm trying to curb buying stickers. And okay, so let's go with this one behind it. I have to grab my tweezers. And this is going to be my total for the week. Do we want to do this behind it, or let me see, because that's going to be kind of big for there. Actually, I could just stick it right here. Okay. Yes, we'll do that. Okay. And then let's get us one of these pretty girls. I love the girls that Rung Rung puts into all of their kits and collections. Do we want to do... Put her there. And then we'll put her right here. And then I'm thinking that we could do this strip of washi. Well, it's not really washi, it's just a sticker. I'm thinking like maybe right here. And then we can layer some of these stickers. Oh, this lady over here reading. That would be cute down there on the bottom. No. See, these stick so quick to this Hobonichi paper. Oh, her foot's hanging off. Do not rip. So yeah, I was going to finish doing my grocery shopping tomorrow after work, but because I have to meet that client at 6:30, I don't think that I'm going to have time to go get my fruits and vegetables and then get back there in time to meet her. So probably going to have to do it after, probably on Tuesday after work, because I'm going to get done early on Tuesday, because I probably won't be getting done work until like 7:30 on Monday. Let's do a cute little hat. I just want to use my stickers as much as possible because I'm going to be getting another collection here soon. Let's get some of these guys up there too. Put you right there. Then I'm going to take this one there. And I think this, celebrate the sweet life. I think we might be able to put that. Okay. And then, I don't really, oh, this is pretty. I do love this sticker. I wish I had more of them. I'm going to put that right there. And then, let me see. I think up here in this corner, I'm going to put this sticker. It's going to kind of, in this Vespa. I'm gonna put the, let's put a couple of, you know what, we got some books, we can put some little books. And then, there. And I think that'll be it. Let me put my total over here. So this week we spent $1,387.77. Let's try and do less. And I did not save any money this week. Next week, let's put a goal. Week 25. Save pellets 50. Trip 100. Okay, let's see if we can do that goal. All right, so if you like this type of content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see my upcoming videos, I got quite a few planned out. Make sure you are subscribed and your bell notifications are on. And I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.